another segment of Keep the Beat with Pete. Today we want to talk about modulations. We covered recently the Autumn Leaves, Wynton Marsalis, and there's a lot of modulations going in. Jeff Tane Watts and the whole rhythm section played with the time quite a bit. It wasn't standard time, it was unstandard time. So we'll go into that a little bit today, and without becoming like academic about it, but there's a difference between modulation, basic, and accelerando and ritardando, I think they call it. So when the orchestra is accelerating, accelerando, it's just going up by levels of enthusiasm and excitement to bring the music forward. And there are examples, you can look them up in terms of classical music and even rock and jazz and stuff, where we're just accelerating without a basic formula. It's just, okay? And then modulation is, there's an underlying current pattern, beat space, and in between those spaces, you put a different amount of notes. I mean, that's the simplest way of putting it. So, okay, what's one of the ways to practice it? One of the basics is in Joe Morello's Master Studies, where he talks about the table of time. And we did something on this last year, so it's worth exploring again. And we'll look at just playing the notes straight, and then we'll look at it like when you would be playing some skip notes and bouncing around, okay? And you would start at a very slow tempo, work with a metronome at first, okay? And what you want to do is, we'll take it up to 8. In Master Studies, he takes it all the way up to 12. And then you go back down. And it's played hand to hand that way. But needless to say, it's quite an exercise, and it builds up your chops if you take it faster. But here we just want to look at the idea of having a steady pulse underneath and different notes in that space up above. So you'd have a 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, That's up to 8. And so on. And I was just playing around with 5s and 3s and 4s and 6s and so forth. But you work your way up the scale. That metronome was set on 60. And then you work your way down the scale. Okay? And then you start thinking about, you know, in a jazz setting or timekeeping setting. So still on 60. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see what we're doing there is playing around with the number of beats in between the pulse. So in Autumn Leaves and other songs where they're modulating, so it's really simply put the pulse. And even without the hi-hat. And of course, then you can play around with that, and there's some notes that can be left out, and then the tempos might change, but you're fitting X number of notes into the same space. How's that sound? Sounds about right. Versus what they call accelerando, where we just want to go faster, ba 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 ba. Let's just keep going until we hit the excitement level that we're trying for. That's also another thing to practice, but that the whole orchestra, the whole band is going up in a range that's just going to take it to a level of excitement, okay? Here, you can practice it by, like I said, something simple, even just with your bass drum, no hi-hat, just like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after 7, 1, 2, you would think 30-second notes. Just you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, and 2, and 4, and 1. And I mean, it's all the way down to 1. 1 and just the 3. You play the 1, the 3. Now you just play 1 if you really want to take this thing down to like its mathematical, technical level. But practice it that way, and then you practice bringing the tempo up. You don't have to play it like hand to hand. There could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and keep your pulse the same throughout. The second thing that was going on in Autumn Leaves that's related, but it is separate, there was a lot of call and response. So if the piano was calling out a certain thing, the rhythm section could respond, or if Jeff Watts laid out a certain phrase, the piano player could go along and they could talk back and forth. That's a tradition in the history of jazz, the call and response, okay? So you make sure that you understand that's going on there. And then finally, he had a variety of cymbal patterns. Now we've covered this in a few different segments. some of the, so when you get up there, the faster note rates, when you have sevens or eights in that same space, you have some patterns, and some of the common ones are thinking in 16th notes or 8th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. That's a very common basic one. 1, 2. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1 and. So those two you can play around with. And then in some phrases you just have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So you're just mixing and matching, as we often do. And you can just learn to play around with your patterns so that when you go up there, that's where you'll eventually go with that kind of thing. Okay? There's a lot of different ways of modulating with different note rates, doubling, half, cutting it in half, you know, playing over the measure certain ways. This is just one example of it. But one of the ways, the basic foundation is in Joe's Master Studies. Get the section on table of time. And it's simply get your metronome on a nice slow rate, and then learn how to put different note rates in between the same pulse, and work your way up and work your way down, okay, as we illustrated in quick lesson here. For all you new subscribers, welcome aboard. For those who've been with me for a while, we're trying to create the beat we keep. And if you need to explore this further, you go to my website, keepthebeatwithpete.com, and we can set up a lesson whereby you're doing most of the playing and I'm just giving you feedback on the things you're trying to do and get you on a course that's you know, going to make your progress quicker. Okay, so thanks for watching. You create the beat you keep. Peace out.